Alabama on the road at Oklahoma, Crimson Tide, 2-point underdogs. Look, I think this 2-week bye is the best thing possible for Alabama. You look at them against Auburn, they came into that game with extremely low fuel. Against Georgia, the car completely ran out of gas. On the flip side, Oklahoma ain't that perfect either. Both of these teams, as a matter of fact, are far from perfect. It's a statistical anomaly. I would describe it that both of these teams won 10 games this year. Alabama and Oklahoma have each been outgained in terms of total yards 5 times. So if I were to put Alabama or Oklahoma against any non-group of 5 playoff team, I would pick the other team. And if you ask me subjectively, Harris, rank the top 5 SEC teams in terms of how good they are, throw out resume. So throw out wins and losses. I wouldn't have Alabama or Oklahoma in my top 5. I'll just say that. But the positives, both of these teams have championship caliber defenses. So defensively, both these units are capable of going out and winning big-time games. You look at Oklahoma's front 7. This is the best front 7 in college football, potentially. This run defense is giving up just 2.3 yards per carry, lowest in Division I. Bama these last 6 weeks has given up 2.8 yards per carry. Their front 7 got kind of beat up at the beginning of the year. It's kind of interesting how they completely turned that unit around. And Bama's secondary has probably been their most stable force all year. Oklahoma's secondary has been fantastic as well. Here's the difference. Okay, because these defenses are very similar. Offensively, I think Oklahoma is filled with a multitude of holes, more than one. They're 101st in yards per carry. This offensive line can't seem to move anyone. I know it's a while back, but go back and watch that Illinois State film. They were low-key getting bullied by Illinois State, okay? These wide receivers can't really win downfield, except sometimes Satanga can win downfield. But I don't know if I see a lot of capability in that unit. And John Mateer in SEC play has just completed 59% of his passes, 6.5 yards a pass attempt, 7 touchdowns, and 7 picks. So issues in the O-line. They can't move anyone, so therefore they can't run the ball. These receivers can't seem to win downfield, and Mateer's stats are suffering because of it. I think Alabama, their offense, while it looked really good towards the middle of the year, has tapered down. I think this offense at Alabama has one distinct thing holding them back. Ty Simpson has shown this year he can put the team on his back and go out and win a football game. Example, Georgia, right? This offensive line is capable of moving people. Go ask the NFL scouts. There's some dudes on this offensive line, okay? And they can pass block very well. These wide receivers can win. Bernard, he can win. Ryan Williams has maybe got a little bit of the yips right now. I think that's kind of fixable. So these guys can win downfield. They can't run the ball. Like, when I mean Alabama can't run the ball, I don't say this lightly. They cannot run the ball. There's some teams that are below average in running the ball. There's some teams that have just been downright terrible at running the ball. Alabama's been downright terrible. They're 121st in the FBS with 3.3 yards per carry as a team this year. Ty Simpson, these last 6 weeks, has struggled astronomically. And a lot of people are trying to say that this is, Ty Simpson's not as good as we thought maybe. Do you know what it does for a quarterback when the defense knows that you can't run the ball and the defense knows, we don't need to stack the box. We're going to cover to it. So if your receivers win downfield, we're going to have a safety right there. You know what that does? Alabama can't run the ball against some of these light boxes that they've played this year. And because of that, the passing game is really suffering because, you can play zone defense downfield, right? You can play some cover two, and all of a sudden that explosive play is taken away completely. And I know this might sound wild, but I wouldn't be surprised if Alabama even tried some wide receivers at running back. Try some jet sweeps. Anything. I think you're looking at this running game in Kalen DeBoer and saying, all right, anything is better than what we've put out on the field. So this Bama team, you look at them and evaluate them. This one, has an argument to be the most talented roster in college football. Okay. Secondary's there. Front seven has come into their own. They have a really good quarterback. They have receivers that can win downfield. There is one thing that's holding them back, and by one thing, I mean one seriously big thing that is a major problem for them, and that's their running game. And because of that, the defense is having to stay on the field a lot. Okay? Ty Simpson is having to play against more cover twos, cover three looks than cover zeros and cover ones, as opposed to if they did have an elite running back. This one thing is taking this entire team, which this roster is capable of winning national championships. It's that talented, and dragging it to an 8-4 caliber SEC football team. And so I wonder in those 2 weeks if Alabama has something, if Kalen DeBoer has something up his sleeve in that playbook that we're not maybe seeing. And I'm not one to critique plays. Kalen DeBoer would know better than me, but it makes me wonder if he has something planned here. I think the difference in this game is both these defenses are elite. I think Ty Simpson can go out and win a football game. I'm not sure this Oklahoma passing game or run game can. And I think that one little spark is going to be the difference in Norman.